We're in the beautiful city of Montreal. This project is called The Tiny. It's a 350 square foot living space on 3 floors. And it gives on to a little alleyway that was very nicely landscaped. It's part of a larger project. It's actually attached to an 1880 heritage building that was made of row houses. They were renovated by a developer called Forum, and they made it into 24 rental units. And these tiny houses were originally the emergency exit for the top 2 floors. It was definitely wasted space. There was an egress staircase and some kind of storage for the kitchen, but Forum got the idea of making it into 6 little tiny houses. So we now have 30 units in this residential development. I think densification is very, very important, specifically here downtown. It just makes sense to make more use out of one existing building. I'm an architect, and I met the developer Forum in 2017, I think, when they bought the property. And so they brought in the idea of designing a very, very small space in this tiny existing structure. And we were very excited about working on that project. I have never worked on a project this small. It was a really big challenge, specifically because of the municipal bylaws. So we had to work with a specific square footage that made this into a living space. These tiny houses are developed as long-term rentals. We initially thought of doing many levels and using staircases as storage, but the city didn't allow us to do that because every landing was sort of removed from the main square footage, so we were down to like 90 square feet, and that wasn't good enough. So it was a challenge, and also what we wanted to do is to keep the existing structure of the house and only do a little modification. So there's an extension here on the side about 2 feet, which allowed us to have the square footage that was required by the city. So the brick volume is actually the existing structure, and this is the section that we added, and we did it on purpose to put it sort of to set it back a little bit. So the existing little unit is everything that you see in brick with the sloped roof and the dormer at the top, and the extension is everything that's in modern metal. And in order to fit the 3 stories, we had to dig down, so to bring the foundation a little bit lower, to have 3 stories that are livable. So you have your own entrance, and it feels like a little home. After walking in, this is the main floor. The space is really small, so we made sure we only integrated light color and natural light as well. So you have a little bit of a hanging space. You have the also a little window that continues upwards on the 2nd floor. We decided to put all the sort of amenities on this floor, so the kitchen, the bathroom, and the washer dryer combined a little unit. And so although it's a small space, you still have everything you need here. So like a 2-burner, a little bar fridge, little sink, microwave, you know, you got everything. And you have a little space here to eat, upper cabinet. So we tried to really make use of every little corner space. And we did add as much cabinetry as we could. We integrated the shower with the toilet, similar to what you would find in a ship. That was kind of the inspiration for it, although it seems a little strange at first, but you know, you're either using the shower or you're using the toilet, so it kind of made sense to just combine both of them. You use the shower, the toilet gets wet, but then the floor is there's a drain on the floor, so there's no like puddles of water. And it's the floor here is heated, so it dries out pretty quickly. we really had no choice. Like, this was what we were left with in terms of square footage. If we were to make it bigger, then it wouldn't pass at the city. So it was a challenge combining both. But I think with the added storage underneath the staircase, the little nook, it just makes sense. And it's a different way of living, but it's definitely it works. So we'll go up to the second floor. So these are the little stairs that take you up to the second floor. And we added storage in the steps just for added convenience. The stairs had to be to code, so they're larger than what you would expect in a tiny house, but we couldn't do with a smaller staircase. So this is the living space. So we're up on the second floor. It has a TV, a little foldable desk, a nice couch, storage, and that's it. Nice ceiling heights. So you can see the window here, the long window that continues the longer window we had downstairs, and all of this is part of the extension. So basically here I'm standing in the extension from that little check on the wall. All of this is what we added. So we have storage underneath the TV, storage next to the couch, and we have this little desk unit, foldable desk unit. Very practical. They are anticipating students renting here, and I think mostly the renters are students, and that was kind of the point, because it's right next to the university. Even if you're not a student, having a little space to put your computer is awesome. So this was the second floor. We're gonna take you up to the last, final, third floor. So we're up on the last and third floor, which is the bedroom. So basically it's a little bit shorter than the other floors because you have the angled roof line. And this used to be the access for the emergency staircases. So there was basically a door here connected to the upper floor on the row houses, and you would come down here. There was a landing and then staircases that took you out on the alley. So although this space is filled with mechanical stuff, it's actually nice that we were able to keep that window, so you have a pretty nice light that comes down from that dormer window. We decided to add a heat pump and the AC unit, so it's actually comfortable all year long. So we have a double bed here with storage underneath, and a little open sort of closet space. So you have hangers and you have shelves to put, folded clothes and shoes and whatnot. We kept the existing window, which is quite a large window. So with the dormer window and this window, there's quite a lot of natural light that comes in here, so it doesn't feel stuffy. It's the size of a studio apartment, but it doesn't feel like a studio apartment because it's on 3 floors. So you wake up in the morning, you really have a little bedroom, you go down to your living space, you go down to your kitchen. So it's I think that's also part of what I really like. It feels like just a small home. So this is definitely small by North American standards. You go to France, you go to Japan, and people live in spaces much smaller than this. They make really good use of their space, and this is what we tried to do. But yeah, for North America standards, this is like we were almost aliens when we started talking about this. But this just goes to show that it can work. Definitely the challenges were brought on by the city bylaws, and I wish that cities were more open to projects like these. The idea that Forum had to make use of an existing space is just great, and there are so many spaces all around Montreal that could use that same idea, that same concept. So the idea of always having to demolish something and build something new, bigger, doesn't make any sense. So I wish the city would adapt sort of their bylaws to help architects, designers, and developers bring life to these little projects, because then if we all work together, I think we could achieve pretty great things.
Subscribe to Exploring Alternatives, and please share this video if you liked it. To find out more about the project featured in this video, you can check out the Instagram links below. Thanks for watching.